To those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening, the conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I like the look of this guy, Ethan Nwaneri. I have to admit, I've been really impressed with both his intelligence and his versatility, especially his ability to find and exploit spaces, making him invaluable if you're looking to have your team doing a lot of build-up play in the final third. This guy is ahead of his time.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Balogun. Kamara. That's really well cleared. And they're quick to get it back. Balogun looking to run onto it. And he's well positioned here. Nwaneri! They just took too long getting forward.
Nwaneri simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kamara goes short. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Royce. Quarter of an hour played. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's De Jong. Look at the space here. Can he finish? And that's off target. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Passing is crisp and sharp. Goes for a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Boca Juniors really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Neither side yet able to find the net. Martin. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Araujo. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Nwaneri. Approaching the half-hour mark. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Martin. Onana. Casado. Passes short and sharp. And here's Højlund, surely! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. It's their second corner of the game. Big header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Now it's Balogun. Bernal. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And it's Nwaneri. Now it's Balogun. And it's Camara. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Kamara. And Bernal. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Balogun. Can he get it through? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Added time.
Onana. Martin. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. An intriguing half, lacking only in
And
goals.
if you do have
The
a
score
chance today,
0-0.
please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
That gets things going for the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Casado. Casado. And it's Amadou Onana. Here's Onana. Bernal. João Neves. Royce gets a foot in here. And it's Royce. No, it's come to nothing. Royce is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Balogun. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's shifting through the gears here. And he thumps it clear. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has ended up in no man's land. Boca Juniors appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. De Jong. Now, can they get him away? Dani Olmo picks it up out wide. Oh no, this does not look good. Here comes the cross. Climbs up big! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Royce. And here's Lopez. Oh, easy pickings there. João Neves. And Bernal. Now it's Balogun. He's had it taken off him. Dani Olmo. And it's Casado. And Araujo. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Araujo. Casado. Boca Juniors looking to pass their way through. Now it's Lopez. Now it's Lopez. And it's Amadou Onana. And here's the chance to counter. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Lopez. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Lopez. A header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And it's in! And that could well be the winner!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substitution on the field. Number 53.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 22.
So we have the first
Coming on
goal.
the field.
Well, it's
Number
better late than
10.
never, Peter, and
Number
that's potentially
20.
decisive now.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, that's neat. Wharton. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution on the field.
It's a
Number
good 30,
87,
35 yards
João
out, this.
Neves.
I think it
Coming on
looks
the
as if they're going to
field
try and
is
whip this one in with
number
pace.
15.
And here's Wharton. Caught offside that time.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
One 0 as we head towards the end. Chelsea have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. 5 minutes left on the clock. Royce tries to play it through. Chelsea keep calm in the face of danger.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
And it's De Jong.
There will be
Boca
3
Juniors
minutes added
really
time.
can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Royce threads one in. Danger averted for now. Boca Juniors have it back and can go again. Bernal is there to clear. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Balogun voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
And all that remains